नहीं उसका जो है वो बाहर चलेगा फोन किया yes, sir.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Suresh to deliver welcome address.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of NIPM Nagpur chapter and VI HRD forum, I would like to welcome you all. Dear friends, we have been trying our level best to organize these kind of programs for HR fraternity. This is May 2025. First May we are celebrated International Labour Day, and a couple of days back we have celebrated International HR Day. And at both the places, today's topic is happening somewhere. Quite pity. It's happening when we talk about blue collar employees. Am I right, sir? When we talk about white collar employees. Both the places, this quite quitting is happening. To be very honest with you, dear friends, quite quitting, what is that all about? What do we learn? मेरा ऐसा मानना है, this is it's not a new thing actually. I experienced it in my various companies. Sometimes I also practiced it. Maybe you also practice somewhere else. Knowingly or unknowingly, white quitting is happening everywhere. But suddenly, somebody has, used the word white quitting in a very professional way. And it's a very catchy word. Because of this catchy word, everybody is, seeking something. So I had to talk with Dr. Rao. He's here. Sir, kya karenge? I said, okay, let's see. He suggested Dr. Mumtaz's name, Mohanty's name. Sir, hum bulayenge. And Dr. Sinesh agreed. Let's have this program for our HR fraternity today. After this briefing, my colleague, Ms. Neelam, will introduce Dr. Dilip. He is my friend. He has become a friend very recently. And he's also associated with NIPM. He's having vast experience in HR, IR, CSR, administration. Definitely, he will share the beautiful things which will definitely help for all the people, including blue collar employees, including white collar employees. So with this, once again, I welcome you and wish you all the best. Thank you.
इधर से लेना रवि
एक इधर से
Thank you, Dr. Suresh. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Dilip Mohante. He's currently serving as Group HR Head, Jaiswal Nico Steel Industries, Nagpur, a learner by profession. He has more than 43 years of experience in HR. He started his career with SAIL, Reliance Steel Plant, later switched to major private sector undertaking as Head of Human Resource Management, function for major units such as JK Paper Mills, Jindal Steel and Power Limited, Aditya Birla Group of Industries, Reliance Industries. He has been engaged with many educational institutes, member in the IIQC ISC of universities, operating out of Chhattisgarh, Odisha, MP, and Maharashtra. He is a Rotarian and served in various important portfolios in the capacity of President, Secretary, as well as Assistant Governor of the club. He is also the patron for monthly magazine Interview Times, published from Bhubaneswar. Mr. Mohanty is a motivational speaker and a visiting faculty to various educational institutes across the country. So I welcome Dr. Dilip Mohanty.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
It's a great privilege for me to be here. In fact, when I got the invitation from Dr. Suresh, I was hinted by Anita ma'am, there could be a call for you for taking classes or session. More than the taking a session, I was very keen on meeting the people because I've been here for the last 7 months. I was in this group for last 10 years, but then they got me transferred to this. I wanted to get myself associated with this NIPM and HR activities and training and development. Luckily, my friend Gidamji is there and he got me associated with ISTD. Slowly and steadily, I'm getting into the HR fraternity to know each other. In fact, this is the area is also to learn from others. When a madam spoke, madam, you have to say, I'm not a speaker, I'm only initiator of a discussion. A subject matter which everybody knows or aware of it. In fact, the Suresh have also spoke about that. I'm giving a very small story. There is a small child who asked his grandfather, his mother, how I was born. Child was only 7 years old. Mother thought it's not right to speak about intercourse, relationship, how physically a biological child is born. He said, "Better you were crying in the mall and me and Papa will bring we picked you up." Okay. Mother, how you were born? She also narrated similar such stories. The child replied, "Mommy, I'm very sorry to say that in our family there is no proper delivery." The question is that if the child knows about that, we don't want to tell. And this is a subject matter which everybody who is connected, even Suresh have told that also in the official capacity, in the personal capacity, each of us has faced. In fact, maybe he's pointing to that a lot of people didn't come here because they weren't quite quitting these activities. Let's, for example, that I'm here. The definition and quite putting says that you work the normal, not beyond, not below. Anything not above your job expectation or JD or below the JD. Let's give an example that I'm here as a speaker over here or a session initiator, whatever you call me. I'm over here and I've been given 40 minutes. I can speak blah, 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 anything. So my job is over, JD is over, that I have 40 minutes given by the NIPM and I completed that. But I told something in my discourse or in my duration of the 40 minutes, I give some content where people feel, yes, there was some relevance. That probably that I'm doing something beyond. Yeah, I don't do something which people already know they said is no time waster, but still it is a learner. That person with 43 years experience also can speak all bullshit. Not and not adding value to the whatever the subject matter is chosen or he has been given to speak for. So it is individual capacity. I will say that is what. Then why? The problem is that if the JD is there, and JD is already tell what you are supposed to do. If I don't do beyond, what is your problem? If I do something below, that will be a question. I'm expected to do something I'm not done. You have to do whatever is written. Why there isn't such a major issue? Why there should be such a fuss? मेरे को जेडी में आपने लिखा मेरे को जो करना तो मैं काम किया. Madam runs a hotel and there is a receptionist, she is guest control, she has to meet the people, make them comfortable, get their registration, get them passed to the rooms, and there are other people to take care of the room facility, there is somebody to take care of the fooding facilities, people are already earmarked. Then why it is an issue? The issue is this, But I'm sure that most of us present here, those who are elder, yeah, in fact, I was the oldest one because I'm 68 years old. So I'm the oldest one, but whoever has already experienced and worked in various capacity in various organizations, wherever he or she has worked, I don't think none of us might have gone through the gym. Even my 43 years of experience, I never asked any company what is my JD. I changed 11 times. If it is the first time you join, you continue this the different issue. 11 times I've joined in different companies, but I never asked for JD. I said whatever is given to us, I'm supposed to do. I know a functional reality. Somebody will not ask me to do something beyond other than the HR. Something to comes, there are certain allied activities. We are not asked. Then why? Because in the recent past, it has been now people are very much focused and very much concerned. The reason being, today the youngsters, those who come, they understand that he's not a, he's, we say, भाई तुम हमारे डिको परिवार का हो, तुली परिवार को हो, फलाना परिवार को, हम बोलते ये महिंद्रा परिवार को, you join Mahindra, I said Mahindra परिवार को. I say it's Mahindra परिवार, but when the time goes out, I check his vehicles की साला चोरी करके ले रहा है नहीं रहा. There is question of price. Youngster knows that you are bloody cheating them. He said, my relation with the employer is contextual and contractual. I joined the company, you have employed me, you have hired me, doing a particular job during a particular duration. It is contractual that I work for you, you pay me money. In contextual, what I'm supposed to do is aware. That's the reason this quiet quitting is becoming more vibrant, or you can say it's coming in a very bigger way. So we said that if it is coming, what is really is impacting? One, we know that he is only confined to what is required to be done to stay afloat, to still live in the company. He will not do something beyond for which you can be asked to go. He is doing good, obviously, it doesn't fall in the quitting business. Right? He is only doing that at least helps him to stay back, stay there. Then what the, because the JD cannot be encompassing all the activities that we are supposed to do in our operations. We'll be handling, I'll be telling the various aspects, why it is not possible. What are the various aspects that you find? Today we say we are 5 generations people, isn't it? So we say, because in the quiet meeting, the person creates a barrier for you. This is the area on which I work. I work for 8 hours, I work for this firm office, you want me to go somewhere, I'll not go. His emotion is physically present. He is physically present because he's supposed to work there. And physically is present, working for 8 hours, 12 hours, whatever time he is given. He's physical, but emotionally not attached. We experience quite a bit in the personal life, we go for marriage functions. Today we are invited. The first thing we do is to carry the envelope so that the fellow knows that I came with a gift. Very sure. Even if I wear a coat, I put it in the front. He knows. Even in some marriages now, in Chhattisgarh, there was a system of tearing down and write down what the money you have paid. That was another thing is coming up. Forget about that. I go there many times. I come back to home and my wife says, "Kaisa tha damad?" ये मेरा पता नहीं लड़कियां शादी था या लड़का दोनों टाइम में फोटो उठा के आ गए. That is quite pity. I'm going there to place. He has invited me not for a cake. He has invited me. There's a function going in my family. Be a part of that. Not associate, participate in that. Give blessings to that. My blessing is the money that I give. Everywhere in our life that we find, quiet quitting is becoming a part and parcel of our entire life. And when it comes to the office, obviously it will get reflected. Office is nothing different. So then job description, I told you this, it cannot be very elaborate. Whoever will be working, there are like where I come here, they give a lot of jobs to me, which is not written. Then if it is drastically entirely antagonistic to my knowledge or antagonistic to my interest, then that position generally accept. This activity has to be done. My promoter's grandson is into cricket. The chairman asked Mr. Manu, can you help? वो क्रिकेट में कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं, ठीक है वो कर रहा है. हमने नहीं बोला सर, हमने तो अपने HR में लिया, आपके ग्रैंडसन का क्या करेंगे? No. We say, no, I'm working for that group. If the group has got some problem, some issues, where they feel that I can contribute, I never take it as an opposition to the interest. I took it that once they feel that I'm capable of doing that, I take as a positive inspiration. I could have taken, यार मैं तुम्हारे लिए काम कर रहा हूँ तो बोलते के लिए थोड़ी काम कर रहा हूँ मैं ये भी बोल सकता हूँ I don't do. I said yes, there is some good impression about him that even though he's an HR, he can do or he can contribute. That's what given. But today the thought process is not that. So I say, because organization is very dynamic. Organization is dynamic, though the slides is slightly later, but I can explain. There are two aspects in our organization. You find there is a risk, there is uncertainties. Risk is something we always have. Madam is running hotels, risk is why abhi baris ho gaya, mera kam guest aa jaye. मेरा ये है भाई फॉरेनर गेस्ट है तो मिशंस के घर से तो बाकी गांव वाला आएगा तो ये परेशान है देयर आर सर्टेन रिस्क और मे बी ड्यूरिंग द पर्टिकुलर पीरियड मैरिजेस आर नॉट देयर द इनकम विल गो डाउन देयर इज रिस्क मैनेजमेंट uncertain you never know corona will come in and nobody knew that it will come in 1920 now it is coming second time also uncertainty you cannot create a efficient plan for them and unfortunately most of the organizations we never prepare for uncertainty. We always prepare for risk. आग लग जाएगा भाई हमने इंश्योरेंस ले लिया गाड़ी टूट जाएगा तो uncertainty we never take. And probably in our blood is uncertainty part is not and that is where we also find out how it is impacting the your actions on or quitting. See, we'll go later on. See, the healthy work-life balance is 72% feels it is essential. Work-life balance is like ma'am also spoken work-life balance. Why work with life balance? They were not there. We will go back to next slide, which will tell that they were probably not in concept with us work-life balance. We say we going to work. हमने पैदा हुआ है काम करने के लिए. Today, youngsters have a different outlook. And 26 are overwhelming, they are working very hard. It is people those who are in the hybrid working, work from home, they are the most enjoying because there is a freedom, there is some mental relaxation. So mental has become a major issue. In most of the organization, mental is becoming issues. A lot of pressure is there. Pressure not because of work. There are other personal issues which also, there are certain issues we bring back from home to my office. I can't. I would my child is not getting admission to a college because of financial issues. That's the problem that I'm carrying back to office. I can't say that no, there's the only issue. Though he said that my ego, personal problem, आप जब घर छोड़ते हो दरवाजे में छोड़ के आ जाओ ये नहीं होता है. बोलने के लिए ठीक है. I carry those things. So that's also affects burning out these things. And so I've already told that this concept, approximately 2022 in TikTok it came first. Quite is that people are there in the job but they're not working. That is the reason it is affecting the pandemic reflection is 2019, 1920, and that is the period where it came. It was not existing. It was already quitting वाला production था, एक traditional था, ये quitting वाला हो गया. ट्रेडिशनली हमारा कोई दिक्कत होता तो हम रिजाइन करते थे हम ऑब्जेक्शंस करते थे यहाँ हम रिजाइन नहीं कर रहे वहां ट्रेडिशनल वे में इट वाज नॉट लाइकिंग सर्टेन थिंग देयर वाज सर्टेन डिसलाइक देयर वाज सर्टेन एरिया वेयर आई एम नॉट वेरी कंफर्टेबल आई पुट अप माय पेपर whereas here he is not putting the paper he is staying there he is physically present but emotionally not there. The minimal effort that is making for this, and it is a effective definitely the production and productivity of the organization. So in that way, quitting is dangerous. There was nothing that people are not they are not on evidence over there in the worship. There was resentment, there was discontentment. People had a methodology to go out. Of course, there is also another side, quite fighting that will be handling data. It's not quite quitting, it's only from the employee side. Quiet quitting is becoming because we have to difference between work and worker. I'm quite quitting because of the work, not as an individual. But we always equate work and worker as same. No, work is something different. The day we understand there's a difference between work, the job, and the job performance. I think many of the issues connected to quiet quitting will get resolved. You only see me that Mr. Mahant is not doing this quiet quitting. You have to understand that why I'm not doing that, why I'm staying there, not giving my total productions or productivity. That is a distinction that probably as HR fraternity we have to look into that what is the record, and we'll go into the very remedial part. So we already discussed that it could be burnout, it could be limited growth. Organizations you find that not everybody gets a growth, irrespective of the fact that people are good. Especially in the family-owned companies, small companies, the personal likeness of the individual matters more. You're going to chugal getting higher promotions, getting growth rate higher than other people. That creates a resentment. In this organization, I found MTech वाला बोलता सर मेरा 7 साल का promotion नहीं हुआ और फलाना ने पैसा दे उसको promotion. We don't have promotion policy for that. Because I as a HR head, I'd say Neither madam is very good. Chairman doesn't know, like, take a promotion. But there's other madam is doing extremely good and is struggling your citizen a contact relationship. She is not that communication was similarly effective, is not able to present herself properly. So you say that limited growth and power dynamics everywhere, please. You say whichever, even the household, the house get tolerated because you accept somebody as a leader. But the power dynamics is people who make careers is not necessarily that essentially very good. You find people grow in that career, financially they grow because of contact relationship. Especially in autocratic leadership, you know, many of the organizations that I have observed out of the, I work in some of the better organizations, GSPL, Jinda, Motion Steel, Wellspun, and other companies. There I've seen the most of the decisions are individual based. CEO, ये सब कंपनी में देखा मेरी जिंदगी में अभी तक 17 मैंने 43 साल में मैंने कभी सीईओ को आबरू लेके जाना देखा नहीं, बेआबरू होके जाता है. लेकिन जब रहता है इतना दादागिरी में चलता है क्योंकि इंडिविजुअल बेस्ड डिसीजंस मेकिंग होता है. There's only one company that I've seen, Aditya Birla, where the decision is a joint. It's not individual based. If the decision to yes, CEO is given his primus inter pares. Among the all equal, he's higher. Solar in a solar system, sun is the inter pares, primus inter pares. Among the all solar system, he's the greatest, but not necessarily decides everything. I've seen the CEO's decision being changed as HR. I wrote this fellow is biased because his Bihari is supporting a Bihari profession got disconnected, got withdrawn. I've never seen any of them. I saw Jindal and other. It's a group-based decision. This power politics will always work. People will always favor. We have as a human tendency. I have not seen. This also is my unfortunate experience. I have not seen fortunate experience. I have never seen majority of the people in the holding high positions are always 80 to 90% people holding high position have seen the corrupt. This is my personal experience. Some stay afloat because they have a relationship. Sometimes the promoters say there's no alternative to him. You don't feel in the corporate sector, all business sector I've seen, lots of people. The promoter knows then allows him. अरे इसको छोड़ूंगा तो दूसरा में तो यही करेगा. मेरे को तो 200 करोड़ होना चाहिए. छोड़ो इसको. 2 करोड़ खा. But then it tears me down that I'm honest. I'm not doing anything. But then I keep on living, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. The organization grows. And I'll tell you my personal experience. In India, most of the manufacturing industries runs not because they were very competent people. They're strategically positioned. You got a coal, you got iron ore, you got all resources. You make money not because people are very efficient. You got a beautiful infrastructure, so you make money out of that. It's not because you're managed. Yes. Because you pay more, we are dressed well. That doesn't mean that I'm very equally competent. So the power dynamics space, and many times so the compensations are also not very attractive. It not matches to the industries. Earlier, whatever people are not telling and discussing what the salaries are. Today, because the cost of living has gone very high, people always compare that he is maintaining certain life, the family is there. I remember when we were childhood, we had never been comparing ourselves. I studied mostly in the village school, tribal schools and other, and the we were studying in Delhi and Goa and other. But then we never knew that there's Cadbury's chocolate available during student time. No, we never had television in the house. Today, in the rural village also, the same child sees the Cadbury's being available in the market as an interesting chocolate for this child. But my dad is a very poor man, he cannot afford. But my son asked for that because if Rao's uncle says what child is good, I should have that. So then what happens? There's a pressure on compensation because ultimately, okay, today ladies have started working with the places, but in India, during our age group, it is the male labor who is to earn for the families to that. So a lot of pressure. So compensation required, everything has gone up. Rental has gone up, food material has gone up. I think I'm also surprised to know that in Nagpur, many of the industry doesn't have a DFS allowance concept, they don't have include concept. And they wish they see the salary revise, not revise at all. I'm not saying that DNS allowance is a compulsory thing. It's not a compulsory thing for the corporate. But you got to compensate them. So when you don't pay compensation, or there's because if the salary structures are not there, their systems are not there, there could be somebody who gets X amount, the same person in the same grade gets judged maybe multiplication of the X amount. That's great discussion. And here it is very open also. People know that which the salary is getting or not. Because the low salary wala cash section wala karta उधर मंत्री को तो इतना पैसा मिलता है आपको तो इतना पैसा मिलता है. And many of the companies that I don't know, maybe in this company could be there, but in Aditya Birla and Jindal, and nobody can know the salary of the other person. The day he knows and comes to me, I not only sack him, I sack the person who is disclosed. High confidential. Forget about that is the second of handling. But the first part is that if there's a wide variation in compensation, if I'm not able to maintain my family, there could be resentment. That's the reason you find a majority of cases today, 20 to 25% people, even the corporate sector, whether Nagpur or Raipur or Madhya Pradesh or Bhilai or Bhopal or any place you name it, I have seen the people working beyond. They are trying to earn more money. So compensation is one of the reasons for that. It is Gallup. See, Gallup, let us not accept that Gallup. Gallup gives us the American, these are not Indian data, but I tried to get the information from the NIPM, but I didn't get a very concrete idea from the NIPM that how many people in India are disengaged. It's only guess filling. We only make a guess filling. This is that 59% are disengaged, that not engaged properly. So the quitter definitely comes from this. Why is not? I'm not saying everybody who is disengaged or not engaged is a quitter, but a substantial number of people who are quitter belong to this place. Those who are engaged and others, another part, maybe in the later part we'll say that in the organizations, whether it is Aditya Birla or Jindal, they have got a very structured way. Every 3 years, they go for the employee opinion poll, what we call is a climatic survey. They're trying to understand, because if the promoters are there, I'm HR, I'm very good in English and very good in communication, I will only tell those things what man likes or what sir likes. I know the mentality there, so I turn my language to that extent and try to justify that. But what really happens, what the variant knows where the soup inches. जो दूसरा काम कर रहा है, जो परेशान हो रहा है, वो बोल नहीं पा रहा है. This opinion polls gives, there's a very compulsion. 100% people have to respond. It could be in the local language or vernacular language. People respond to that, what they feel about the communication, what they feel about the HR function, what they feel about the toilet service, what they feel about the salary being paid, what they feel about the salary being paid on time or not. 20, 30, because we tell the promoter, boss, you want to know real feeling of the people, please kindly have a system. Because then the promoter will get a feeling. Because he gets a feeling only from me, who is a flatterer and knows that what sort of information is really liked by him. I speak only that. I make slight variations, minor variations, but very drastic information when this pull comes, they get understood. I was in Aditya Birla. There is a system, if number of people resign in the organization is more, they give minus mark to the head of HR. यहाँ अरे करो यार वो तो चलो ना मार्केट में चलो जब देगा 15 आदमी लेगा. No, they give the people are resigning. It is the pretty role of the HR to ensure that why they are resigning. We have exit interview. Executive सभी आदमी बोलते हैं क्योंकि exit interview में जो चालाक आदमी है उसको मालूम है दोबारा आना चाहे वो लिखता है what is the reason sir I'm going for that, would you like to come back? सर वो बढ़िया खुश था पैसा ज्यादा मिलेगा क्यों इसी में लाला जी का परेशानी हो जाता है पैसा देना नहीं चाहिए अरे यार पैसे के लिए लेकिन उसका internal causes है because Mohanty being Odia is really screwing of these Maharashtrians. That's why he's leaving because he is biased, he's parochial. He doesn't take care of the I come for a particular issue. My wife was sick, I was for advance. It was not given, but it was given to Bagal. Bagal is known to him. The discrepancy that created, he is not getting. This pool, this climatic surveys are definite, but I have never seen, and majority of the companies, the climate survey doesn't exist. It's a mandatory, compulsory, mandatory, and it is being discussed every 3 years. It's not that every year they do it. They speak, even they take the opinion of the wives also. In the township in there, what do they feel about the township? What do they feel about the cleanliness? What do they feel about the hygiene factor? What do they feel about the sanitation? It all goes against. Even in that company, there is a system. Every 3 months, we used to have a opinion pool, which is very confidential information that put in there. HR is to open and accepting corruption cases. Rest I say. And most of the majority time it goes against the HR. ये काम नहीं किया, वो काम नहीं किया. Those are not coming. When do people get an opportunity to express their feeling? If I do not nab at the point that will blast into it, obviously it doesn't have alternative. He can't find organization. It's a mammoth size of ours, so he resigns. There is only alternative to resign and leave, but we lose. If he resigns, it is still better. It is worse. But out of the quiet meeting and others, resignation is a better option because his stage doesn't work. If he believes at least I get an opportunity, but in both cases the company loses. So one is it. Obviously, if the quiet meter is not giving 100 by he is giving only to the job description type, so it's only the production attendant. It's an early warning sign. That is what the HR is to take. It's the indication that something is coming. If you understand that part, probably these things will move better because remedial measures can be taken once they accept it as a problem. Sadhguru says, you want to be a learner, you first have to try to understand and feel that you don't know anything. Once they say, I don't know anything, the learning will take place. मैं बोला अरे क्वाइट मीटिंग में मेरे को मालूम है क्या बोले तब तो कहाँ से क्या बोलेगा then I can actually take this. Nothing will come to it. So, in the same cases, when there is an element is there, we unfortunately in the HR fraternity, we find is that it is against you. No, it is not against you. It is against the system, it is a process. Maybe you are making a heading, you have not changed that, you have not brought a change. Could be the reason. There is many more system, the management is involved, system is involved, process is involved, finance is involved, a lot of activities are there. But once it take, no, this is the mistake, is identified, this is my mistake. Then I lose my joy. I want to know, we don't know, we don't start with that. If these things are coming, it has to be given. Yes, cultural indicators and financial impact that already we discussed on that. So, quite, yes, slide थोड़ा बाद में आना चाहिए, थोड़ा आगे आ गया. Let us go to this slide. Today, in the market, 5 generations are working simultaneously. 5 generations में 45 वाला कोई नहीं होगा, 5th वाला मर गया होगा, 45 वाला नहीं, except promoters. Promoter जो जीता है वो तो होगा 5 generation में traditionals. हम लोग जो सर्विस वाले हैं, अपने चेयरमैन तो से ज्यादा उम्र है तो इवल भी देना है, तो 4th generation में work. 4th generation का approach to the work life is entirely different. So baby boomers, like I born in 1958, so I belong to the baby boomers. हमारे क्या job security. ये थोड़ा change कर दिया, sorry, वो तो slides हैं. Like I think when I copy paste or change. See, the baby boomers was basically into security of the job. Security, job security हमें बहुत जरूरी था. हमें घर भी कुछ था नहीं, गांव से आए, परिवार पालना है, नौकरी करना है, नौकरी करे भाई, नौकरी को बचा के रखना है। ज्यादा इंडस्ट्री नहीं था, ज्यादा बिजनेस नहीं था, ज्यादा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन नहीं था, ज्यादा इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी नहीं हो रहा था। जो नौकरी बोला इसको पकड़ के रखे। सेकेंड, बॉस बोल दिया यार, बाबा ने सिखाया, आदेश हो गया तो तुमको करना है, क्योंकि उनके पापा जो बोलते थे वो मानते थे। उन्होंने बोला भैया तुम्हारे ओनर जो बोलेगा, क्योंकि ओनर या ऑफिसर जो भी हमसे भी एज से ज्यादा बड़े थे। अभी तो क्या था, ओनर तो 35 साल हो गया, हमारा सीईओ बनता था, उनको मानना पड़ता है, बट दैट टाइम नहीं था। Respect for the positions, there is job, these things are there, and I was thinking that it is the owner who is giving a lot of favor to me, being in the job. My family is being run because I get a salary from there. I run my family because I got a social status, because I got a job. So the approach of the baby boomers entirely different. We are looking for jobs. Today you see the generation Z, इनमें तो अल्फा जनरेशन आ गया, तो अल्फा जनरेशन नौकरी करने का लायक नहीं है। ये Z जनरेशन वाला आया हुआ नौकरी कर रहा है, उसको क्या चाहिए? उसको चाहिए मीनिंगफुल जॉब। हमको भाई कुछ भी काम करो भाई, एनवायरमेंटल पॉलिसी भाड़े में एनवायरमेंटल पॉलिसी में नौकरी होकर टिका हुआ है। अभी नो, he is in generation from no, he is no, I will not do anything against this. The concept has changed. There are a lot of negative things. यंग जनरेशन में मैडम से साथ बातचीत कर रहे थे, यंग जनरेशन को कौन बिगाड़े? बच्चों को कौन? हम ही बिगाड़े ना, माँ बाप को के। बच्चा मांगा फोन, आईफोन, फट से दे दे, मेरे पास पैसा हो नहीं हो। So child is developing that whatever is being demanded is being immediately being serviced, being given to him. So he says, if I create a mission, अब मॉल में जाते हैं, बच्चा रोता है, सर कौन रोता है? हमारा रोता है, एक थप्पड़ मारा है, मतलब बाहर बैठ जाएगा। हम तो उस टाइम तो हमारा टाइम मॉल था नहीं, किसी बाजार में जाके हमें जूता खरीदते एक थप्पड़, कुछ नहीं, बड़ा छोड़ के चला जाता माँ बाप तो आगे आगे जाएगा, माँ के साथ चलते थे हम पीछे पीछे, रुक जा, अभी रोए आ रही हमारा बदनामी हो जाएगा, उसको खरीदो यार, वो सुनता नहीं है करते। So anything that is given, so what is given immediately given. सेकंड क्या हो गया? उसको सब चीज से चाहिए, इमीडिएटली चाहिए। उसको खाना चाहिए, जोमेटो तो लियो, इंटरनेशनल चिकन बटर मसाला फट से डिलीवरी हो गया। हमारा नहीं, हमारा टाइम नहीं था, जोमेटो वाज नॉट देयर। You have to take mutton, I have to wait till Sunday, because Sunday में नॉनवेज आएगा, उसी दिन नॉनवेज बनेगा तो खाएगा, 6 days I have to wait. This is waiting period, and waiting period has its own advantage. और जोमेटो में आ गया, स्विगी में आ गया, फिल्म में मैं अपनी, मेरे बच्चे तो अभी नौकरी कर रहे हैं। एक बार मैंने दोनों बेटे लेगा, बेटे बोले पापा ये फिल्म जाए, फिल्म टिकट वाला फिल्म बोलो, अच्छा उस टाइम टिकटिंग सीट होता है, नेटफ्लिक्स देता है, और उन्हें शुरू करके बोला कि उन्हें का क्या भाई, टिकट नहीं मिला, उससे तुम रो रहे थे, हम तो टिकट ही ले साला। अब वो जो स्टॉल के सिनेमा का अंदर राज होता है, उसमें ब्लैक मार्केट प्लेयर में चढ़ जाता था, मारपीट होता था, चक्कर लगता थे, तभी नहीं मिलता तो गुस्सा, तुम लगा इसी क्या रो रहे हो? बिकॉज नेटफ्लिक्स चालू तो करता है, मानो तो इमीडिएट टिकट आ गया, नहीं तो वो फिर टीवी में देख लिया। एवरीथिंग इज इंस्टेंट। यस, आई गॉट वेरी फेवरेट मैडम गाना, तो जनरेशन के मतलब ना, हमारे जो छोटे बड़े ये थे हमारा टाइम में, जो हम भी प्यार कर, ऐसा नहीं कि आज मैं टकलू हो गया हूँ, बचपन में थोड़ा बहुत ठीक दिखा देता था, अभी ये हो गया कुलभूषण खरबंदा टाइम था, बट थोड़ा आगे हो, बहुत ही स्मार्ट, आमिर खान नहीं था, बट अपने जमाने में ठीक ठाक था, हम भी प्यार करते थे, ऐसा नहीं फेल हुआ नहीं हुआ अलग बात। लेकिन हमारा टाइम क्या, फूल भेजा तुझको खत में, फूल नहीं मेरा प्यार है, ऐसे जैसे तो गाना है, विल बेटी फूल जाएगा, लड़की पढ़ेगी, डरेगी, उसके बाद रिप्लाई देगी, कई सारे स्टेप आता था प्यार में, पेशेंस था, पेशेंस था। अभी बीच वाला में क्या होगा, मम्मी ने बुलाया है, क्या शादी का क्या शादी का मम्मी में उसे चाय पे बुलाया, वो सेकंड स्टेज आ गया, यानी थोड़ा एडवांस हो गया। अभी चलती है क्या खंड डाला शादी को। सो जो इंस्टेंटेनियस हुआ, ये आपको जिंदगी में काम नहीं करेगा। जेड जनरेशन है, बच्चे को आप बर्बाद किया, उसमें सब इंस्टेंट चाहिए, कैरियर चाहिए, प्यार चाहिए। मैडम लोग तो यंग है, लेकिन इतने भी यंग नहीं है, वो भी लाइफ में देखें, दैट्स रिक्वायर्ड। You want to make a career, you want to make love, you want to make a family, there is patience. Today patience is not there. And the boys, girls come to the industry with total failure. हम बोलते Mr. Rakesh, what is your aim for the coming 5 years? Sir, I want to be a CEO. साले मेरे को 35 साल बना नहीं बनना, 5 साल में बन गया। 5 साल मेरे को HR समझ नहीं हुआ कि पर्सनल क्या, HR क्या, IR क्या है। 35 साल इसको पहले साल को निकल जो हमने नहीं बनी इसको बनने नहीं दे। वो forget about that. Question is that he is so ambitious. उसको किसने बनाया? कल्चर ने, हमने बिगाड़ा उसको। थर्ड क्या हो गया? सभी में उसको रिकॉग्निशन चाहिए। कॉलेज में आएंगे, मैं आवाज इन वर्किंग पब्लिक सेक्टर एंड मेजर प्राइवेट सेक्टर, जहां खुद का टाउनशिप रहता था, टाउनशिप स्कूल रहता था, प्रिंसिपल के वो पीटीए मीटिंग हुआ, पीटीए मीटिंग में वो लेडी जो है भयंकर झगड़ा करते हैं, सर मेरे बच्चों को ड्रामा में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया, मेरे बच्चों को संगीत में नहीं दिया। अरे क्यों नहीं दे रहा ये सर, वो गाना ठीक नहीं गाती, नहीं उसको पार्टिसिपेट करो, पार्टिसिपेट किया, पार्टिसिपेट के बाद क्या हुआ? पार्टिसिपेशन प्राइज। हमारे टाइम में पार्टिसिपेशन प्राइज था ही नहीं, फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड, और थर्ड में डबल आया था कंसोलेशन प्राइज। अभी पार्टिसिपेशन प्राइज जिस बच्चे को मिला उसको क्या है? देयर इज नो कंट्रीब्यूशन, देयर इज नो डिलीवरी, देयर इज नथिंग, ही वांट एप्रिशिएशन ईच एवरीथिंग। उसीलिए फेसबुक में पूछेगा हाउ डू यू लाइक, लिपस्टिक लगा के भेज दिया, दोस्त ने दिया, तुमने रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं किया। अरे वो लाइक के लिए भी वो कर रहा है, चाय पी तू लिपस्टिक लगा, मेरे को क्या मतलब है इधर को लाइक करने के लिए? मैंने देखा बड़ा ऐसा लगा परसों तक, अरे माधुरी जी तुमने लाइक नहीं दिया, क्या लाइक देंगे इसमें, कौन सा एवरीथिंग दैट यू वांट। यस, ऐसा नहीं कह रहे, मैं भी स्टेज में जाऊं, मैं राधिका मैंने पूछा मैडम मेरा स्पीच कैसा रहा, ये ह्यूमन टेंडेंसी, दैट इज एक्सेप्टेबल, बट ईच एंड एवरी एचपीडी यू वांट एडमिशन, नो दैट्स नॉट देयर। ये जो नौकरी में आता है उसको कौन सा मम्मी आके मेरे से झगड़ा करेगा कि सर इसको इंक्रीमेंट क्यों नहीं दिया, सर मैं गेट से बंद कर दूंगा, अरे मैडम सिंह आया, नहीं और गेट बंद किसका? सर अंकित सिंह का मम्मी आया है, कोई बात किस लिए? सर बच्चे का कुछ है, बोलो उसको, मेरा टाइम नहीं है, भगवान से बेटे को पेल देंगे, क्या तुम्हारा माँ की मम्मी आके आ रहा है बचत कर। सो व्हेन दैट चाइल्ड बिकम फ्रस्ट्रेटेड, उसको कौन बर्बाद किया? हम जब मम्मी होके उसको प्राइज दिलाए पार्टिसिपेशन, हमने उसको बर्बाद किया। उसको भुगतना, बच्चे को पढ़ा था इंडस्ट्री में जब आया भुगतना पड़ा, और भुगतने के बाद मम्मी परेशान, वो भी परेशान। So many of the quiet quotations being created because of us. I agree fully, madam. We are the only creator of that. पेशेंस नहीं दिया हमने उसको, लॉन्गेविटी नहीं दिया उसको, ये सिस्टम नहीं दिया, obviously. So he will definitely become quite quitters. Then another peculiarity you see, like this is my, I am not saying there are many of the things that क्या हो गया सर जी?
नहीं थोड़ा सा
थोड़ा
डिस्टेंस
सा डिस्टेंस है, वो क्या एक्चुअली डिस्टर्ब
हैं?
वो
धक्का नहीं।
अच्छा
थोड़ा सा
चलो ठीक, चलो श्रेया ये छोटा छोटा हो गया, बड़ा बड़ा होना चाहिए। ठीक है चलो अभी मत करो, अभी मत। I am not very IT literate, so I take help from my juniors. मैंने बना दिया भाई, थोड़ा इसको बना दो, और रंगीन फंगीन चित्र फित्र उन्होंने बना दिया, इट्स वेरी गुड। बट द ओनली थिंग ये का उनको और थोड़ा ट्रेनिंग, मैडम उनको और थोड़ा ट्रेनिंग दीजिए प्रेजेंटेशंस की क्या करता है। कंटेंट तो हमारा है लेकिन उसमें ये होना चाहिए। ठीक है, these findings are my personal, it's not necessary। क्या हो गया?
राजेश थोड़ा उधर ही रुक।
आया
आए नहीं, मैंने तो टच नहीं किया अभी, उसके बाद भी पता नहीं वो चाहता है कि
ये नई जनरेशन का है सर,
नए जनरेशन
सेंसरी ऑर्गन्स ज्यादा काम करते हैं।
वो बोलता है हमारे अगेंस्ट बातचीत को हमको यूज भी कर रहे हो, हमारे अगेंस्ट बातचीत कर रहे हो, इसी चक्कर में गड़बड़ हो।
Oh God, से हो
क्यों
गया।
फिर से बार बार हो रहा है? तो वही रुको ना। नहीं मेरे रखने से।
ये ऐसा तो नहीं कि मेरा बैटरी डाउन हो रहा था,
नहीं सर वो आपका लैपटॉप
ठीक
ही
है,
है,
नहीं है ना, ठीक है।
HDMI।
तो देखिए
HDMI
आई हैव आइडेंटिफाइड कि गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में क्या स्टाइल है। There is strong job security you find in the government sector. I have written ऐसे भी देख रहे हैं पेट्रोल लगे है, इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर दीजिए। आओ इससे इधर आओ, इसको बड़ा करो। नहीं मेरा वाला लगा था ना, आई थिंक मेरा वाला है नहीं मेरा प्रॉब्लम है। प्रिंट आउट भी नहीं हुआ, मैं आने के टाइम में सोचा था प्रिंट आउट ले लूँ, लास्ट मिनट में एक्चुअली केम फ्रॉम झारखंड, इट रीच वेरी लेट, बट मैडम ने गिवन 3 days टाइम, हम लोग सोचे जाके कर देंगे, सुबह पहुंच गए थे, जो सुबह में जाके पहुंच गए, 6 बजे मेरा ट्रेन पहुंचने वाला, इट रीच टुडे 1 o'clock। हाँ तो फिर आए।
सर आपने पीपीटी भेजी होती है, पहले तो भी प्रिंट आउट निकालना।
हाँ नहीं, ये इनको बच्चों को लगा दिया था, मैं बोला ये सब बना दो करके। So in the government sector, you find there is a lot of job security there, limited employee autonomy is there, often bureaucratic system, inefficiency, bureaucratic or inefficient system. Small private sector में fully autocratic चल रहा है, मैं जो चाहूँगा वही हूँ, because that's not wrong. They have seen that way succeeded. We can say that they are wrong. No, if they have made money, they have from 0 to they have gone to 5,000 crore, 10,000 crore, 500 crore, 200 crore, whatever the business. They have seen their way of success. But the only problem with them that they feel this is the way of making success, which we did. There is definitely, if somebody has done a good business, 40 crore, 50 crore, 10 crore, 20, 100 crore, 200, whatever the case may be, immaterial money. But then, this element of success, there is a certain style. That style is help. But today, that may not work. The only thing which I will talk to our promoters and others, boss, you are okay, you made money, but that is not the only way. There are other ways. Can you look into that? As a suggestion, we can't give them. But then that is what we also suggest. See, this also requires the bureaucracy. Of course, I'm not speaking government sector, तो एक अलग हो जाता है. Government sector में there's a rules, structure, procedures are there. This is there. Where people don't leave because there are a lot of other avenues. Government में भी आपका जो government sector जाता है, the turnover percent is very low. There is stability. आप सब काम करेंगे, गवर्नमेंट से कुछ नहीं लेंगे, नौकरी गवर्नमेंट का चाहिए। गवर्नमेंट सब गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में नहीं जाएंगे, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में नहीं पढ़ाएंगे, लेकिन दामाद हमारा गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर में होना चाहिए। कलेक्टर है, सब कलेक्टर है, एसपी है, डीएसपी है, फलाना है, ठिकाना है, गवर्नमेंट चाहिए। तो फ्रॉम दैट वे, सो वी लुक फॉर स्टेबिलिटी, मोर इनटू स्टेबिलिटी। ज्यादा वो कुछ इधर उधर पैसा कमा लेगा, नहीं भी कमाएगा तो नौकरी से जाएगा। ये स्मॉल कंपनी में बस दादागिरी चलता है, उसको कुछ नहीं है। तो ये जो लड़का था, इज नॉट दैट क्वाइट क्विटर, इज नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ हिम, बिकॉज ऑफ कल्चर आल्सो। Let's not blame only the employee. No, he's not at fault because you also function in a certain way. We feel suffocated. वो पूरा बचपन से तो बर्बाद हो गया है, पूरा उसका आवारावर्ती कर दिया। ओके, फिर जब नौकरी में थोड़े रिस्ट्रिक्शन आपने एकदम रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया, उसका मूवमेंट रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर दिया, उसका दिमाग, तुम्हारा दिमाग क्या चल रहा है, दिमाग मत चलो। क्योंकि ये सब स्टोरी 1947 लव स्टोरी चलता था, when the industry came, when initial industrialization, वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 खत्म हो गया, कौन बिजनेस करेगा, सब आर्मी जनरल सब फ्री हो गए, नौकरी नहीं है ना। वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 खत्म हो गया, आर्मी जनरल, डेप्यूटी जनरल, असिस्टेंट जनरल, कैप्टन, मेजर, लेफ्टिनेंट बेकार हो गए। क्या करना है भाई, तुम लोग इंडस्ट्री खोलो। उनका इंडस्ट्री खोलने का तरीका क्या था, सुनो, इंडस्ट्री डिफेंस का क्या है, आई गिव ऑर्डर, यू ब्लडी कंप्लाई, डोंट डस। जहां सैनिक पूछेगा सर मैं गोली मारूंगा, ये पाकिस्तानी मेरा भाई है, वो सुन ना ना रे आदेश दिया बात बोली। तो ये जो इंडस्ट्री में आ गया, वो आदेश देना चला, वो वाला सिस्टम अभी हम चला नहीं, वो चलेगा। बिकॉज आदेश में नहीं चलेगा, कंप्रोमाइज होना, रिलेशंस होगा, डिस्कशंस होना है, ग्रुप डिस्कशन होगा, टीम बिल्डिंग होना है। सो स्ट्रक्चर सिस्टम है। प्रोफेशनल प्राइवेट सेक्टर में थोड़ा सा बेटर है, बिकॉज यू गॉट ए प्रोफेशनल पीपल, बट देन देयर इज स्टिल a limitation, but this is a better version. I am telling that the person who is joining, he is having different culture. वो एक कल्चर नहीं है भाई, एक ही कल्चर है तो मैं उसको ट्रेन कर सकता हूँ भाई, तो ये कल्चर ऐसा चलो। नो, every industry has got a different culture, different style of functioning. Public sector तो अलग है, they got a lot of freedom, professional management is there, other activities there. But then they have also the inefficient system because there is a lot of controlling authorities. So ये कारण के कारण में will you say that better off होगा क्या? So we said how you reflect is avoiding extra work. बहुत सारा एम्प्लॉयज आपने देखे होंगे मैडम, रात में फोन पे उठाते नहीं। हमारा भी एक एम्प्लॉय था, मैंने अभी बातचीत किया, सर ये मेरा पर्सनल फोन है, तो सर कल से पर्सनल घर में रहना नहीं है, ये तो बोल सकते, घर में से तो नहीं बोल सकता। बोलता सर आपने कौन सा कंपनी फोन मेरे को दे दिया, वो स्मार्ट है, बट वो यंग से हमने प्रिंसिपल बन गया, तो हम तो गुरु का गुरु है। अरे बोला कि सर आपने कौन सा पर्सनल फोन दिया, तो मैंने बातचीत करूंगा, मतलब ऑफिशियल फोन। I may not act. I will get out from here tomorrow. Next time I don't like to see you. But then वो दादागिरी अलग बात है. But reality question is that the extra work they don't want to work. There's a social function. I was in JK. If there is a social function in the company, everybody has to come. Used to note down the numbers of the people they will come or not. Yeah. छुट्टी है, मान लीजिए 26 तारीख, हम क्यों आएंगे? अरे क्यों आओगे, सारा कंपनी का फंक्शन है, चेयरमैन का तो नहीं आओ। See, they do not, they are doing quite quicker. We ask promoter, please plan, take action, everybody is a senior general manager not coming. Is the TG is not coming, take action against those guys. If they don't build up the culture, who will be seeing? Junior तो आ ही जाएगा बेचारा समोसा खाने के लिए. No, that is not. Culture is to build by the seniors. If there is a company function, all the senior people got to be present there. So ये आवड़ी का था, टेलीफोन रिसीव नहीं करेगा, बोला संडे नहीं संडे में बातचीत नहीं करूंगा। अरे संडे में तो मेरे बेटी शादी ले तेरे मुझे कौन क्या? There's a crisis in the plant. I have given a call. You don't attend. These are the indication that he is quite weak. आप बोले नहीं हो तो कानूनबाज है ना, कानूनबाज नहीं हो तो कानूनबाज में नहीं चलेगा. Avoiding work. I'm not saying that every time, maybe every Sunday I'm going to give a call. You can always oppose. कि भाई मान लीजिए मेरा कोई freedom चाहिए. I require some freedom. Work space चाहिए, family space चाहिए. Agree. But these are indication avoiding work. कोई मिनिमल पार्टीशन, कोई कंपनी एक्टिविटीज ड्यूटी में आएगा, गणेश पूजा में आएगा नहीं, चांदा देगा नहीं, भाई गणेश पूजा महाराष्ट्र का, मैंने गणेश पूजा किया, आई एम टेकिंग मनी, नॉट दैट माय प्रमोटर कैन नॉट पे मनी फॉर द गणेश पूजा. जब 1000 करोड़ 10,000 करोड़ चला है तो 25,000 50,000 तो दे सकता है. हम तुमसे 40 रुपए इसलिए दे, यू फील पार्टिसिपेटेड इन दैट फंक्शंस, दैट यू फील दिस माय फंक्शंस. बट वो क्या होता है, ये मैंने स्ट्रिक्ट वर्क आवर्स, 8 बजेगा 5 बजेगा स्कूल बस्ता नहीं पकड़ा, घंटे बजे चले लो. These are the indication we find. These are the symptoms that indicates person is quitting slowly. Declining task नहीं करे, कुछ नहीं, ये नहीं करूंगा, वो नहीं करूंगा. अभी आते थे मेरे को मैडम फाइनेंस वाला बोला, मोदी जी मैं एक आदमी को मैंने बताया था 1.5 महीने, बोले मोदी जी उसको जाना चाहिए. मैं बोला मैडम we must give it 1.5 because I am basically HR. HR has got a major role like this father of modern HR, David Ulrich. I will suggest if my colleagues must have read, not read, please kindly read the David Ulrich said HR has got 4 major roles. One, you are a strategic partner. If I'm in the company is making a lot of losses because the quality aspect is there. Really, it's me responsibility not selecting the right kind of people. This is the quality rejection. You are a strategic partner. It's not to give a manpower. No, you are not only to give manpower. If the company is running losses, there is certain shortcomings is coming. You are CEO's next main. As per the recent analysis and research, they say that CEO का जो 12-15 क्वालिटी है, उसमें से सबसे नियरेस्ट वाली किसका होता है तो HR का होता है. So you are a business partner. You are a business partner there. Second, you are a change agent. Organization going for digitalization, going for changes, going for renovations. People have been accustomed to working in a particular style, 20 years, 30 years. You work as a change agent. Convince the people these changes are required for our existence, for our growth, otherwise we will not survive. Time is the time because it didn't change, it didn't adapt. The third he says that you are an excellent administrator. Whichever field you are in, you are taking care of housekeeping, you are giving all that, you are an administrator. Any license with government, this thing, you are a good administrator. HR also got to be an administrator. Fourth, you are a champion of the field. मेंटेनेंस वाला मशीन देखेगा, मार्केटिंग वाला प्रोडक्ट सेल करेगा, वर्कर को कौन देखेगा भाई? नहीं सर मैडम को बोलते हैं पैसा नहीं देना, नहीं मैडम मनी करेगा तभी मैं 10 बार मैडम पास जाऊंगा, मैडम यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ दिस बिकॉज़ आई एम द चैंपियन ऑफ पीपल. If I am not with that, let me say these are the things that should be as a Bible we should read and we should follow that, then only you can succeed. कहाँ जी चला गया जी?
पता नहीं है
हाँ फिर आता है प्लीज चलो उसको लगाइए चले चलो चलो उसको लगा I'm so sorry, it's just taking time. Madam, I will not take under 10 minutes.
No, no problem.
Yeah, इसको लगाओ इसको हटाओ We have HR people are very much aware. McGregor's theory of X and Y. They are also J. McGregor said the pessimistic view of the people that people don't take responsibility, the negative aspect. Why the optimistic view? No, if you give this thing, people can take these things. So there are two, McGregor's X and Y. William Ouch करके जापान का एक social philosopher है. उसने बोला no, there is a Z. This is very compromising. He took something of the X, Y, McGregor का दोनों को छोड़ दिया Z Japanese style, where basically family. Japan the maximum companies are family based, relations based. घड़ी वाला इतने सूक्ष्म काम करता है वो फैमिली में बनाता है माँ दादा year to year generation to generation start working so there is a familiar relationship they maintain the relationship so he brought that is a Z but then I'll not go because everybody knows what is X what is Y and Z I'll only tell this is the story that I heard from one of my ex-boss, Mr. Subrat Rai was a managing director in Milan. So I appreciated that. I think that struck me very well. He said, Mr. Mohanty, there are only two categories of people in the world. Male, female, English, Falana, Marathi, Uriya, ये सब कुछ नहीं, Hindu, Pakistani, Hindu, Muslim, कुछ नहीं, बकवास है. Industry only two kind of people. Employees in difficulties and difficult persons. Employees in difficulty is a person who is having personal challenges. He's a person he expecting कॉलेज से आया हुआ है कोई ट्विटर हो रहा है कि उसको कोई देखभाल नहीं कर रहा है he's a person in difficulty he's not a difficult person he's there when the job आया he doesn't know how to perform the job he doesn't have a skill आपने दे दिया जैसा मैं I'm person in difficulty में कंप्यूटर चलाने आता मैंने उसको बताया भाई तुम ये दोनों हमारा बेटे आए लड़कियां चलो करा दो उन्होंने बैठ के बना दिया so I'm in a person difficult but I took their help because there is temporary setbacks. A family member is death ho gaya, I'm not in positions. Because in Indian context, we don't exist for the family. We don't only exist for the company. We exist not for the nuclear. We exist for the extended family. मेरे चाचा का मौत उड़ीसा में हो गया मेरे को जाना है अब बोले यार चाचा मर गया तो क्या है सब 70 साल हो गया 80 साल हो गया क्या पापा चले गए पापा चल चाचा नो because the village they will expect कि जब मैं छोटा था मैं कंधे में बैठा के लेके जाता था So there's a relationship that I can't forget in this thing. So there's temporary setback you have to tolerate. Sorry, you have to tolerate it. मेरे हैंड में ज्यादा वाले सब टूट रहा है ऐसा नहीं कि टूट ना जाए नहीं so you are receptive to assistance and others then so our performance situations are situational isn't it so I the person who need the help this is the people the Z generations they need that help. It is not only Z generation is coming, it is now being observed that people in 40 to 45 also quite quiters हो जाता है उसको मालूम हो जाता है सर इस कंपनी में इतना काम में टिक सकता हूँ वो तो बेचारा अनप्लीजेंट में टिक रहा है मेरे को मालूम है मैं इतना काम कर दूं तो ठीक हो जाएगा 60 से सुबह मॉर्निंग में सर मेरे नमस्कार चमत्कार करते और कुछ चुगली बुली करते मैं एग्जिस्ट कर सकता उसी क्या हो ट्रिक से क्या So they are also the because in Indian context I have not been able to write it here because a lot of research paper I didn't incorporate everything there. They say there's a two groups. Z is definitely one 40 to 45. Now it is falling across the group. No generation. So quiet quitters are there in each group. A difficult person जो है कॉन्सिस्टेंटली प्रॉब्लमेटिक, सारा टीम को तोड़ेगा, गड़बड़ करेगा, चुगली करेगा, परेशान करेगा, ये इनको हैंडल करना अलग। He is difficult. He is not person difficult. He is a very difficult person. उसको हैंडल कानून से नहीं चलेगा। अभी 2-5 दिन पहले से मेरे को एक हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है ना, मोदी जी वो डेप्यूटी मैनेजर को सस्पेंड कर दो। क्यों है? उसको हमने बोला आदेश दिया, माना नहीं, क्यों सस्पेंड करोगे? नहीं सर, पनिशमेंट होना चाहिए, डिसिप्लिन होना चाहिए। मैं बोला उसको दूसरा रास्ता बता देता हूँ, उसको साले बोलो 7 दिन आएगा नहीं, अटेंडेंस काट देंगे। सस्पेंड करें तो 50% उनको टेंशन मिल जाएगा पैसा। कानून बोलता है ना, पैसा सस्पेंड हो गया तो 50% मिलेगा। तो 3.5 दिन तनख्वाह मिला, 7 दिन का छुट्टी में रहा, काट दो। 7 दिन आएगा नहीं, अटेंडेंस नहीं दूंगा, पैसा काट दूंगा, तो तब उसको चोट लगे। बिकॉज ही इज ए डिफिकल्ट पर्सन, ही कैनॉट बी हैंडल थ्रू लीगल वे। मैं कानून नहीं सुनूंगा, बदमाशी किया, चोरी किया, मैं इंक्वायरी करूंगा, उसको टर्मिनेट करूंगा, फिर केस करेगा मेरे नाम में, वकील को पैसा देता रहूंगा, कल टेक्निकल में जीत जाएगा। मैं उसको बोलता हूँ, उसको बैठा देता हूँ सामने में, सिक्योरिटी गार्ड टेलीफोन करते हैं तो बाहर खड़े हो जाना, पहले मोबाइल उसको छीन लो, रिजाइन करो। यू आर रिजाइनिंग बिकॉज ऑन योर ओन, यू राइट दैट आई एम रिजाइनिंग। चला दादा टाइप का आदमी, हम तो नॉर्मल आदमी को नहीं बोलते हैं, दादा टाइप का आदमी बोलते हैं, वो शर्म के मारे में 5 दिन बोल नहीं पाता है कि साला ये मेरे को रोज मैंने उनको धमकाता नहीं, उन्होंने ऐसे धमका दिया, सिक्योरिटी रख दिया कि मारपीट करेगा तो मुझे बचा देगा। सो ही दिस डिफिकल्ट पर्सन टू हैंडल इन डिफरेंट वे, नॉट इन नॉर्मल वे। तो नॉन पब्लिक सेक्टर में चार्जशीट दो, इंक्वायरी करो, फलाना करो, ढिकाना करो, 6 महीने चलते हैं, 6 साल चलेगा, और जीत क्या है? बढ़िया वकील को पकड़ लिया, अपना लेवल को जीत गया, टेक्निकल फॉल्ट में आ गया। नो, so difficult person are to handle different way. So yet these people quiet quitters are the people those who belongs to persons in difficulty. They are employees in difficulty. They are not difficult people. हमने उसको गलत ले लिया, वो डिफिकल्ट है, वो सुनता नहीं, बात नहीं करता, वो जींस पहन के आ जाता, फलाना चेस्ट में फलाना लिख के आता। No, he is not. He is a person difficulty. He doesn't know. I have to tell him, I have to educate him. He will be a senior person, not be and calling boss, any problem with you? I've been seeing your production is going down. What is the reason? Can I help you? मैं बोला यार क्या यार, तुम ऐसा करो तो मैं टाइट कर दूंगा या अप्रेजल। No, that shouldn't be like. No, because yes, please go. I find that you have been doing very well, but after that I'm finding you are not doing well. Any problem where I can help? She will change it better. भारतवर्ष में जैसा भी कोई भी ये सर्वे में पाया गया कि कोई व्यक्ति जो नौकरी करता वो कंपनी को गाय मानता है कि मेरे दूध देती है, इस दूध को मैं ग्रहण करता हूँ। कोई नहीं चाहता कंपनी डूब जाए, वो डिफिकल्ट वाला चाहेगा साले, वो एनिमी के लिए काम करेगा, दूसरे इंडस्ट्री के लिए काम करेगा, चुगली करेगा, वो यहाँ से पासन करेगा, वो उनका हैंडल का अलग है। 98% people are good, only 2% are bad, and we can handle them differently. So ये 98% is quitters is a major chunk which is coming up. We need to take care. देखिए हमारे इंडिया में साइकोलॉजिकल जो वर्क एनवायरनमेंट है, एक है ऑटोनॉमी चाहिए। एवरीबडी वांट्स ऑटोनॉमी। मैं भी चाहता हूँ, मैं भी फ्रीडम चाहता हूँ। मैंने यहाँ है बेचारा बोला सर थोड़ा बीआई में जा रहा हूँ, जैसे ऑटोनॉमी नहीं देता, और बाकी को बोला उनको परमिशन नहीं दिया। I want as HR head, I should have the power to take 5 or 6 people. I can take the 6 people का permission लेकर नहीं लिया, मेरे लिए लेकर। Came here, he should know that I'm on the out. I'm supposed to be there at 6 o'clock. I'm coming out. I told him. If that ordinary, मैं 6 का permission लेना पड़ेगा। मैं बोले यार ये साला कंपनी काम कर रहा है, उसके लिए यहाँ तो सिर्फ सांस लेना और पेशाब दोनों छोड़ के सभी के लिए परमिशन लेना पड़ता है, तो क्या काम करेगा? ये होता है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सांस और पेशाब दोनों छोड़ के बाकी सबके लिए परमिशन देते हैं। ऑटोनॉमी नॉट देयर। ये तो हम चला लिए, बच्चे जो जूनियर वाला बच्चा नहीं चलाएगा। You want some amount of flexibility, you want some out of this. Boundary management हमने कर दिया, हमने boundary management, ये तो we have to create boundaryless. Anybody can work anywhere. Yes. Then uncertainties, I have already discussed that uncertainty risk, because the uncertainty, the entire world is uncertain. I never know. I am dying tomorrow. It is not risky. Risky is that गाड़ी दारू पी के लगा एक्सीडेंट मर गया, वो रिस्की है। साला कल मर जाऊंगा, आज सुबह उठा 15 लाख आदमी वर्ल्ड में खत्म हो गए, लेकिन मैं जिंदा हूँ, कल खत्म हो सकता हूँ। सो ये घंटे बाद भी हो सकता हूँ। अरे मोदी जी आए थे, शोक सभा मर गए, मोदी जी चले गए, अरे ये 6-7.5 तो भाषण दे रहे थे। Uncertainty. So in the world of uncertainty, let us not look for certainty. So this young boys are coming, this was uncertain. The expectations different day, also outlook different day. I have to accept this, not respect it. This is uncertainty. कैसे behavior करेगा? I have to adjust and accommodate. I am not going to the how the autonomy is taking care of the city because time is going out. Will not go into that. Quiet quitting America just not there. Then we come to the quiet firing. ये एम्प्लॉयर करता है, ये क्वाइट क्विटिंग तो एम्प्लॉय करता है, ये क्वाइट फायरिंग एम्प्लॉय करता है। क्या करेगा? आपको गाड़ी देना बंद कर देगा। हमने देखा, हमने हमने मेरा ये 11 नंबर नौकरी है, 11 नंबर 6 में मेरे भी सैक हो गया था। ये क्वाइट फायर अभी मालूम हुआ इस तरह की क्वाइट फायरिंग है। क्या गाड़ी देना बंद कर देगा? मैं बोला सर कलेक्टर नहीं, मान लीजिए कलेक्टर पास जाना जरूरी नहीं है, कल जाए। मालूम हो गया कि सर मेरा टाइट कर स्पॉन्सरशिप ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम है, मेरे को नहीं किया, श्वेता ठाकुर अभी ज्वाइन किया, उसको ट्रेनिंग में भेज दिया, मेरे को नहीं भेजा। ये इंडिकेशन है। मीटिंग में नहीं बुलाया गया, कोई इंपोर्टेंट मीटिंग है, एचआर का है, मेरे जूनियर से काम करा लेगा, मेरे से नहीं लगा। ये क्वाइट फायरिंग वाला भी ये भी चल रहा है साइमल्टेनियसली, लेकिन इसको हम रोक नहीं सकते। गिल्ली के घंटे क्या गले पे घंटी को लगाए, वो प्रमोटर छोड़ दो, करते रहेगा, बहुत सारे करते रहेंगे, लेकिन क्वाइटिंग में हम लोग काम कर सकते। So that is under our control. There is something not your control. गौर गोपाल दास बोल रहे हैं ना, जो प्रॉब्लम है वो दीजिए भाई, रिजॉल्व हो जाएगा क्या? हो जाएगा, तब तो कोशिश करो। वाइट वरी रिजॉल्व नहीं होगा, वाइट वरी नहीं होगा, नहीं हो छोड़, सूरज का नहीं हो करेगा तो तुम्हारा कंट्रोल में है नहीं, साला होगा नहीं होगा, छोड़ दो उसको, आपको करना क्या है मेरे अंदर में। तो ऐसे सो वी हैव टू कंसंट्रेट ऑन द क्वाइट. Quiet firing is a part of this, as a part of information, not part of this subject matter, but it too happens, and it will continue happening. It will continue happening. Not now it is happening. It will continue to happen. Quiet firing. सूर्य साहब भी देखा क्वाइट फायरिंग कितना आदमी हो गया है, बैठा गया। वही सर लोग तो जो 6 आदमी निकाले, उनमें से 6 गुरु ऐसे भी थे हमारे, ये निकाल दिए गए, आपको तो नहीं निकले। So HR guru. Now we come back to the last point, that why we are here. We are not here. We know what is quite quitting. We know how it tendency is rising up. We know the causes. What is the sense? Now to see that as HR, should we only hear or we should do something? The first rule that we have to comply with the law. Right? उसको तनख्वाह राइट टाइम मिलना चाहिए, प्रोसेस जो भी कंपनी प्रोसेस रूल्स रेगुलेशन जो बने, हमने कंपनी में मैक्सिमम कंपनी मैंने देखा 60% कंपनी वो कानून मानता नहीं, जो उसने खुद ही एमडी साइन किया, वो रूल्स दिखा देते, रूल्स बुक जो रूल इज व्हाट आई डिसाइड, नॉट यू। तुमको मेरे से मालूम, अच्छा आज के बच्चों को नहीं कर पाएगा, क्यों? आज वही छोड़ दिया, वो पढ़ेगा ताकि सर वो तो आपने लिखा था उसमें, छोड़ो तुम मैसेज से ज्यादा ज्ञानी हो, मैंने उसको बनाया, तुम क्या जानते हो? You don't comply. So HR has to whatever the policy does 100%. इंडिया में CSR का जरूरी नहीं है, कंपनी कानून को खुद मान लेगा। सब कंपनी साले झूठ बोलता है, बेवकूफ बनाता है, तो उसीलिए CSR पैसा देता है। तुम कानून को ठीक टाइम जितना पैसा तो उतना टैक्स दे दो, कोई जरूरी नहीं करोड़ रुपया देश का हो जाएगा, हम लोग ठीक से चलाएं हो जाएगा। So we only said please comply with rules and regulations, procedure, whatever you say. I'm not saying that you have your own policies, each company will have a policy. We as HR is the guardian of that. Since we are the custodian of the employees, we are the custodian of the workmen, the custodian of the people working under us, we have to say that if the rules and regulations, that many companies unfortunately they don't have rules and regulations. वो तो साला तो और buyer है. Lot of companies don't have. I'm also a personal, मैं खुद coaching का मैं rules and consultant भी हूँ. I think I do consultants for a lot of firms. I make their frames, rules and regulations. I know a lot of leading company, listed company having profit in the market. It's a very good company. They don't have. भाई बना दो, बोला मत किसको, कहीं तो बोले पैसा दे रहे हो क्यों बने? But what is say in small company तो और difficult है. Focus on engagement, employee engagement होना चाहिए. Not engagement only job, social get together, other activities. And employee engagement is an entirely different topic. It's not only employee engaged to the industry, there are a lot of it, but focus on the employee engagement. Let be there the part of that. This thing. More interactions, more communications, more interpersonal relationship. We made it compulsory. The chairman and managing director must address people locally. I was working Steel Authority, Village Steel Plant. The managing director and the chairman was Mr. V. Krishna, a diploma holder. Diploma holder. Sale का chairman जिस दिन उसने chairman sale was making 2 crores loss per day, 700 crores. 1985 took over this Steel Authority chairman. It was making 2 crores loss per day. After 2 years, he made it 1 crore profit per day. Diploma holder, not metallurgy, electrical. ITI के बाद diploma किया. He started that. Interact with them, talk to them. More interact. He used to have what happened, chairman आएगा बोलेगा भाई सभी का नाम है नेम प्लेट लगा दो दिलीप मोहंती निको प्लांट HR एंड उसका इंस्ट्रक्शन था मैं जब किसी आदमी के पास खड़ा हूँगा कोई आसपास आएगा तो उसको पहले सस्पेंड करो हम पहले बोलते थे भाई चेयरमैन जिसके पास खड़ा हो गया बाकी निकल जाओ इंटरेक्ट करता जानता जाता क्योंकि मैं लिख के दूंगा तो मेरा डर है मैं मैडम 1-to-1 में बोल दूंगा मैडम मैं तो मोहंती तो बहुत करप्ट है वाला रिक्रूटमेंट पैसा खाने बिना पैसा खा के तो रिक्रूटमेंट करता ही नहीं इन्फॉर्मेशन बोल as a CEO, as a HR head, this thing you must interact with on 1-to-1, give an opportunity for them to speak out. हमारा समय भाई ये अर्जेंट काम है तुमको आज करना है रोज साला तुम्हारा अर्जेंट है घर जाने का टाइम हो गया बीवी फिल्म के लिए टिकट कर चुका नहीं तो इसको खत्म करके जाना है ये वाला लेट अस नॉट पुश ये प्राइवेट सेक्टर होता है अरे इसको अभी कंप्लीट करो भाई वो कल फलाना नहीं तुम्हारा रोज ही साला अर्जेंट है तुम 2 आदमी रखो ना so don't push people for that encourage managers to be the role model the role model obviously if I am good people will start learning from me the things work life separation work life balance होना चाहिए we have to accept the privacy of the people they would have family to take care not only as a Sunday no please they have got a time after 9 o'clock आपको दिस कंपनी में एक अच्छे 6 से निको में 5:30-6 बजे कोई फोन नहीं करे बाकी जिंगल बिंगल में 10:30 10 बजे 11 बजे 12 बजे मालिक को फोन करता है अरे वो क्या हो गया फलाना हो गया ठीक है but many of the companies you find that they interfere in personal life no should not I remember working for JK Paper Mill there was a student consultant over there हम लोगों का आदत है चल रहा है उसको एक बार ऐसे it just done by 23rd April 25th को उसने कॉल किया Mr. Mohanty, can I have a meeting? You told, are you in the office? No, sir, I'm not in the office. I'm in the home. Oh, you are sick? No, it's not a holiday, sir. It's a holiday, I'm sorry, extremely sorry. I apologize for calling you. See the respect of the community. But I came, but he didn't discuss. हमारा वाला छुट्टी हो क्या हो भाई कंपनी का काम पर तुम्हारा पड़ेगा. So you have to work-life balance because he's got a family to take care. He has to be in the family. He has to take them out. He has to take them for food. It doesn't matter. He doesn't have money. He doesn't. At least spend time with the family. Allow them to encourage them to go for vacations with the family members. हम बोलते हैं ना ये कोरोना टाइम में हम लोगों का रिलेशन अच्छा किस लिए हो गया एक ही साथ रहे कोरोना taught a lot of good things to us because we stayed together. We tried to learn each other. बीवी के साथ 35 साल हो गया बीवी को पहचान नहीं पाया खाना खाया आए रात में सो के फिर उठे आगे उसी टाइम कुछ समय नहीं कुछ नौकरी वजह नहीं पूछा क्या प्रॉब्लम है ये प्रॉब्लम है बिकम रिलेशंस सो यू हैव टू एनकरेज दैट व्हिच इज
कोरोना में डिवोर्सेस बहुत हुए डिवोर्स बहुत हुआ कोरोना में
नेगेटिव इफेक्ट भी बहुत ज्यादा है
नहीं मैडम वो जो डिवोर्स हुआ ना जो हस्बैंड का नौकरी चला गया मेट्रो में चला जाता हूँ और वो इरिटेट हो गया
साथ रहने से
पता लगा
फैमिलियरिटी ब्रीड्स कंटेंट
हमारा एक्सपीरियंस का नहीं रहा हमारा लेकिन तो कई जगह पे देखा मैडम दूसरा फाइंडिंग है ड्यूरिंग दैट पीरियड में चाइल्ड बर्थ भी ज्यादा हो गया ये भी एक हुआ है but I said the positive aspect when there are things that see any situation with a lot of repercussions and lot of implications, a lot of this things powerful implication. But yes, the positive point is that staying together, giving a time, quality time. Why? We see, we always try to compensate everything by in terms of money. I give you a very personal example. I have two daughters. One day I asked my daughters, "Beta, तुम मम्मी को अच्छा पाते हो ना मेरे को? Who is better, your mommy or me?" Child is थोड़ा 6-7 क्लास हो गया, चालाक हो गया आजकल. बोला कि बाबा आप दोनों अच्छे हैं. नहीं हम दोनों में कौन अच्छा है बताओ एक. बोला नहीं आप दोनों अच्छे हैं. तो बड़ी जन मैं बोला अच्छा मैं आई फाउंड दैट द चाइल्ड इज वेरी कनिंग हो रहा है, वेरी चालू बन रहा है. मैं बोला टेल मी what is the quality that you like most in your mother and what is the quality that you like most in me, that's what love. Easier question. तब पकड़ा जाए. Well, I love my mother because she bathes me. मेरे को नहाती है, मेरा बाल बनाती है, मेरे ड्रेस देती है, मेरा खाना बनाती है, स्कूल जाती है. और मेरे को क्यों अच्छा लगता है? पापा तुम जब टूर में जाते हो बढ़िया टॉय लेके आते हो. Then I found I can be replaced. My neighbor can really give a gift to my child and he can replace father, but he can't replace mother. So question is there's a personal attachment that we're looking for. More interaction, more social functions and other activities got to have. So we say not the balance is not tolerating. मैं tolerate कर रहा मैं छोड़ दिया तो मुझे 7 दिन में no. Encourage, celebrate them, get together. I think with this we conclude. Yeah. I'm sorry that again slightly more time. Sorry for that. Maybe we can have some more 5 or 10 minutes of into whatever you allow for interactions or question answers. I love to be, but I'm not that I'm master over that. A question can be asked to me, but anybody can answer. If I feel it is okay, I will be able to answer. Do you have an answer with me? Otherwise, please, the house is open. That's what sir is told. Thank you.
Any questions?
No question is also good because we don't want to go out. This is already late. We should have completed.
So thank you, Dr. Dilip, for this wonderful session. It was very informative. And now I request Dr. Dilip to please announce today's lucky draw winner.
This. No, others should not be there. Unlucky they should that this particular person, male or female, is more luckier than me.
Yeah, it's Ashwini Katole.
बच्चे को ठीक है पॉजिटिव लिविंग थैंक यू हाँ you are getting just a second. Should I come there? Look in this
Okay,
end.
sir.
I should come there. Please नहीं वहाँ से देना ठीक नहीं लगना क्योंकि मेरा यहाँ से आएगा मेरे में आएगा तो फेसबुक में भी ठीक नहीं लगेगा.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Dilip. Now I would like to invite Dr. Suresh for summing up the session. And
Thank you, Dr. Saab, for your wonderful session. इसमें मैं एक ऐड करना चाहूँगा. बहुत सारे HR fraternity यहाँ पर आज है उपस्थित. So basically मुझे जो लगता है एक वो ये है कि we need to review micro management in an organization. मैंने जो देखा since last 3 decades, माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट मेरे ख्याल से इसमें एक मुद्दा जो चाहिए था. We should take care of that. हर एक जगह अगर आप माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट की कोशिश करते हो सो जो कल्चर हम लोग बिल्ड करना चाहते हैं वो बिल्कुल पॉसिबल नहीं है. दूसरा एक जो HR के लोग यंगस्टर्स आल्सो देयर. HR का एक मेन रोल होता है कि कोई भी चीज को आप रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. किसी भी प्रकार का मैनेजमेंट रोल, किसी भी प्रकार का मैनेजमेंट रोल. ये एचआर को पता होना चाहिए कि मैं कैसे इस प्रॉब्लम को रिजॉल्व करूं और रिजॉल्व करने के लिए वो क्या मेथोडोलॉजी है जो मेरे सीनियर को, मेरे मैनेजमेंट को पसंद आएगा। ये जो गैप है, ये जो सिनेरियो है, इसको रिव्यू करना बहुत जरूरी है। हम जैसे कि यस, अभी जैसा कि कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, वहां पे पिछले 40 साल से मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर बैठ रहा है और वो सिर्फ 10th पास है। सर ने भी एक एग्जांपल दिया था। मैं उसका वो मॉड्यूल है, उसका वो बिजनेस मॉड्यूल है, वो चला रहा है, वो सक्सेस है। आज आईआईएम से लोग आए हुए लोग भी बिजनेस को नहीं चला पा रहे बिकॉज ऑफ स्टफ कंपटीशन। बट दिस जेंटलमैन इज रनिंग हिज ओन बिजनेस। वो 500 करोड़ से वो 2000 करोड़ उसका ये हो गया है टर्नओवर, और वो भी 10th पास है एंड ही इज वेरी गुड। सो मैं ज्वाइन करने के बाद मैं सडनली कैसे बोल सकता हूँ कि ही इज रॉन्ग? मैं नहीं बोल सकता। सो व्हाट इज दैट देन लेफ्ट? ठीक है, एचआर रोल्स, ही हैज टॉक्ड अबाउट एचआर रोल। तो एचआर का ये भी एक महत्वपूर्ण रोल होता है कि ही नीड्स टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज दैट मॉडल और मेथोडोलॉजी जो आज के सब्जेक्ट में हम बात कर सकते हैं क्वाइट क्विटिंग के अंदर। वो क्या चीज है जो मुझे इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकता है? तो आपको सबसे पहले अपने जो टॉप प्रबंधन है उनको समझाना बहुत जरूरी है, उनको गाइडेंस, उनको उस चीज को सेल करना बहुत जरूरी है। सो एचआर मैनेजर नीड्स टू सेल इस फिलॉसफी टू दिस जेंटलमैन, देन ओनली इट्स पॉसिबल। और आप उसको कीजिए, वो क्या टेक्निक्स है ये बहुत सारे लोगों को नहीं मालूम है ना। तो उसके ऊपर चाहता हूं मैं नेक्स्ट सेशन भी ले, व्हाट आर दोस टेक्निक्स, बिकॉज आई एम इन एंड अराउंड नागपुर सिंस लास्ट ऑलमोस्ट 3.5 decades। तो मैंने बहुत सारे छोटे कंपनी में काम किया, मल्टीनेशनल में भी काम किया। तो वो चीज होती है, और ये जो भी आप करोगे इसमें एक इनोवेशन भी बहुत जरूरी है, बिकॉज द वे यू विल वर्क, द वे यू विल प्रेजेंट थिंग्स टू योर मैनेजमेंट, दे विल नॉट एग्री, दैट श्योर। सो तो इनोवेशन तरीका भी बहुत जरूरी है ना। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने कहा था कि मैं फीडबैक, है ना, इसके पहले भी मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया था फीडबैक। अभी किसी भी व्यक्ति को फीडबैक ले रहे हैं तो वो फीडबैक अच्छा ही देगा। आप फीडबैक रिपोर्ट्स लेते हैं, द मोमेंट समबडी रिजाइन्स, यू एज एन एचआर गाय, आप उसका फीडबैक लेते हो, तो वो क्या लिखेगा फीडबैक? और सबसे पहले डर रहता है मेरा फुल एंड फाइनल सेटल नहीं होगा, तो वो अच्छे लिखते हैं, क्या फीडबैक। बट इफ यू डू दिस इनोवेटिवली, राइट, फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन आई वाज वर्किंग विद महिंद्रा, तो हम लोग 3 महीने के बाद में 3 महीने के बाद में फीडबैक लेते थे। आज रिजाइन देते फुल एंड फाइनल सेटल का चला गया, पर आफ्टर 3 months हम उससे कनेक्ट होते थे, फिर फीडबैक लेते थे, तो हमको सही फीडबैक आता था उससे। इट्स इनोवेशन, वेरी स्मॉल थिंग, वी टॉक्ड अबाउट दैट। तो ये चीजें करना होता है। तो व्हाटएवर ही हैज डिस्कस्ड, डेफिनेटली वी कैन अरेंज, वी कैन डू दैट। उसके लिए वो फिलॉसफी आपको सोचना पड़ेगा एज एन एचआर गाय कि वो कैसे मैं अपने प्रबंधन को इस चीज को, और मानेंगे वो लोग, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं मानेंगे, बिल्कुल मानेंगे, बट वो क्या चीज है वो आपको प्राप्त करना पड़ेगा। ये मेरा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है। वो अगर आपने कर लिया, सो एनी एचआर पर्सन कैन डू वंडर्स इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। दैट्स व्हाई माय एक्सपीरियंस टॉक्स अबाउट। So thank you very much, sir, for this wonderful session. And I request.
Thank for giving the opportunity.
No, opportunities are there. Don't talk on me. So thank you once again. Thank you.